Hey guys, Shawn webpianoteacher.com here. Today in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you absolutely must remember when playing the main theme to main theme to Monsters Inc. Get it right there. Okay, so love that movie. My kids grew up on it, and it's just stuck in my head forever. You know it. And then what's the next part? Something like that. Okay, so the first thing you need to remember when you're playing this, I'm going to use this song, this piece of music to teach you this, but you can do it for anything, and it really helps whatever you're learning, especially if it's something that is advanced. So the first thing is to find these five finger patterns. If you look at the beginning, and then the next one, sometimes you don't realize you can have your hand in position in these 5 finger patterns, and a lot of these little melodies are in these groups like this. So if you have D, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, all of that whole phrase can be played with one hand position. Okay, notice that. And then you move to the next one, another 5 finger hand position. Okay, and by the way, I teach all 9 pages of this on my website. In-depth lesson. Took me all day to do it. They're on the website right now. You can try it for $1. No obligation. Cancel anytime. All right, so you have this next part. That's sort of a 5 finger pattern too. Once you finish the A, B flat, and you're on B natural, it's in one hand position. And so in general, in a group, you want your thumb to be on the lowest note and your 5th finger to be on the top, and that will determine the other fingerings in the phrase. So I'm working it out to where my 5th finger is going to be on the G flat, and then when I start that B natural, my thumb's on it. And all of that whole phrase can be played in one little position. You got to move just a little bit on that one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is what I call stick the landing. Okay, so you ever notice sometimes when you have leaps in piano and you just keep pausing and you don't know why you keep pausing there, and you've been playing it for weeks and months and you still can't get the pause out? You think if you just play it enough, you'll get the pause out. Well, the problem is you won't get the pause out because you're practicing the very thing that you don't want to do. If you play a chord and then you go find it, get each finger on there, okay, play it, and then go back, let's find it. You're practicing something that you don't want to do. You're practicing the pause and reinforcing the very thing that you don't want to do. So you need to start sticking the landing, okay? So I'm actually going to go down. I meant to do that one third, but let's talk about it now. All right, so when this thing gets going, you have this left hand. Okay, it's doing a lot there, okay, and it's back and forth, octave, chord, octave, chord. But the point is you're moving to a different place on the piano each time. So after you play that E flat, when you practice it, go straight to this and just nail it. Now, you're going to miss it a lot of times till you get used to doing that, but you can't play it and then go find it. And then go find the B flat, because you're practicing what you don't want to do. You're going to keep finding it every time instead of just sticking the landing. So you have to go for it, miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it, until eventually you start getting it, and then maybe you start getting it most of the time. All of us miss them once in a while, but play it, boom. Okay, don't prepare, just play it and go straight there. Okay, and you can practice it like this. Hold it, now go straight there. Now go straight to the B flat. Now go straight back. It's a technique that you need to learn, and once you learn to do it, you can do it on everything. Anytime you have ragtime, Scott Joplin, or anything that's a boom chuck deal, Dr. John, you know, that's what you do. You want to stick the landing. Same thing on this, the E flat chord. And sometimes you'll miss it, but you've got to train yourself to just go for it, okay? Just go for it. All right, and the third thing I want to teach you here is when you have this part at the beginning. right, so you have an accompaniment that's a bump, 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 and maybe you're playing it and it doesn't sound like the recording. You're pushing the right buttons down, but it's just not working for you. Maybe you sound like this. And it doesn't sound like this. Okay, two things. One, have a little separation in those repeated chords. Little daylight between each one. And you have a little wrist movement here to play it. Just, like the keys are hot and you get off of them, but stay hovered over them, but let them go. Okay, the other thing is the balance. The balance between the left and the right hand. You have to make that right hand sparkle, that melody, by playing it louder than the left hand. So the left hand needs to be softer, but the right hand needs to have more pressure on your fingertips. Now, when you have an orchestra or different, a guitar, piano, whatever, if the instrument playing the melody is different than the accompaniment instruments, it's going to stick out anyway because the timbre of the instrument is different. But when you're on piano, it's all piano keys, all piano strings, and you have to really make a difference between that melody and accompaniment. And how you practice that is hands separately, of course. Pressure on the fingertips. Don't smack the keys, just more pressure on your fingertips. My old teacher used to say, squeeze the note. Okay? When you play the left hand real soft, and then you put them together slow. And it'll feel real awkward at first. You'll be, oh, what can I do? Sometimes when I was learning this when I was a kid, I would bite down on the right side of my jaw, and it would help me to, put more strength on the melody side of the piano. So that's something you could try. But that's why it doesn't sound like you want it to. And stick the landing. There we go. See you guys on the website. I got a ton of content on there now. We just revamped the whole website, so it's really easy to find stuff, really fast, and really fun. Talk to you guys later. webpianoteacher.com.